Official estimates place the combined casualty count for the first 24 hours at, oh my God, 6,000? Is this a typo?
90% or more of those are enemy casualties. Estimates put our losses at less than 1,000 men.
Less than 1,000? You say that like it's a good thing.
Sir, it's paranoia. Our saber rattling has their leadership in a panic. It's a preemptive strike. Our own intelligence indicates that they didn't launch that missile intentionally. And until we can prove it, Seoul is on the block.
What are our military options for holding the city?
No reasonable strategic assessment has ever claimed it was possible without nuclear capability. And if that's the way it has to be...
38 hours ago, the NKA committed to open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've known for 50 years that their objective would be to capture Seoul within 72 hours. It appears they have a real shot at it. South Korean and U.S. forces are using orchestrated retrogrades to channel individual NKA divisions along discrete corridors. 6 hours ago, the first of those divisions reached Seoul and is seeking to capture critical infrastructure. High on their list is a telecommunications switching station north of the city. Unfortunately, the IW attack that sank the Walsh came through this switching station. If the NKA gets their hands on that information, they'll be able to justify their invasion and possibly force the world to allow them to hold the country. We need to get that information before they do.
The information warfare attacks that launched the missile that sank the Walsh came through Seoul. I wasn't able to trace them back any further than the switching station, and I don't even know for sure that they didn't originate there. It's entirely possible that South Korea has manipulated us into war by forcing the North to attack the U.S. I would just try and hack my way in, but this is a fat, secure data pipe, and damage caused by the fighting has already isolated most of the entry ports. You need to get in there and recover the data manually, then broadcast it out point to point so we can take a closer look.
CIA maintains several safe houses in Seoul to facilitate insertion of agents and recovery of possible defectors. Usually, they're set up to look like ordinary residences. I'm currently working out a plan to have you forward inserted into one of these safe houses before 2ID performs another major retrograde. Once you're in, our boys will retreat, and the NKA front will overrun and bypass your location, leaving you in the wake of the main force, but still in advance of the support troops. You'll have a small zone of comfort, and I would strongly advise you not to stray from your AO. You don't want to encounter a battalion-sized force.
The USS Ronald Reagan is ready to launch an EA-6B Prowler rigged with a point-to-point laser receiver rig. Your man will be given a special transmitter that will track the plane and transmit the data. This comm setup is 100% secure. Nothing is broadcast, so nothing can be intercepted. Never mind decrypted. Once your man is in position, we'll send in the plane and get the data. But this is still a highly risky operation. Whatever you're promising me better be worth it. These planes are worth $60 million, you know.
Welcome to the 3-block war, Fisher. The main advance has bypassed your position and expect sporadic fighting among units separated from the main force.
Whose side am I on here?
Your own. You're not a legal combatant. Anyone who sees you will attack on sight, friend or foe.
Alright guys, here we are with Seoul, probably the longest mission in the game we've encountered so far. And for starters, we're in this room. I don't know how we got in here. I mean, there's like no hole in the ceiling, there's no hole in the walls. I thought this was a window at first, it's just a dresser. And there's actually no windows in this room. I don't know, maybe we came from outside and then like stopped in this room for a break, you know, just like ate a Kit Kat bar or something. Not sure.
Listen, there aren't any alarms to worry about, but anyone you encounter will probably already be alert.
I'll be careful.
Alright, so like Will said there is no alarms, as this is just the city of Seoul. And really there's not really going to be any security, but like he said, there is alert guards on site, because you know there are two guards fighting each other, two different kinds of guards. But what you want to watch out for this part is there is mines planted wall mines planted around the area. We'll be encountering a few of these, and what you want to do is just walk slow.
Fisher, critical update. I have other assets on the ground not far from your position.
Another Splinter cell?
Splinter cells in training. They're on a black bag up. Their target was just relocated by NKA Special Forces.
So I need to bring in the target.
No. You need to interrogate one of those Special Forces to find out where they took him.
Okay.
Don't kill them before you talk to them or I'll pull you out.
Alright, so there you go. We have another objective here. We need to interrogate a Special Forces member to get some information for 2 other Splinter cells that are on site, which is pretty cool. Those are actually the co-op guys, the guys you play as during the co-op, Agent 1 and Agent 2. I think some people, internet, have dubbed them Bob and Steven. So that's pretty cool names. I like Bob and Steve. That's pretty good. I like them. So, there's 2 over here. This one said he needs to take a leak, so he'll come this way. He'll look down the alley for a minute, and then he should turn around and go that way. And when he does that, we're just gonna grab him. Get him! I was mashing the A button right there. These guys actually look pretty cool. They got some pretty cool masks on and stuff. It also looks like they kind of got night vision goggles on their helmet. I'm not sure though. So let's go ahead and interrogate this guy, see what he knows.
Stay quiet and you might live.
What? Who?
Shut up. Lambert, I've got one.
Good job, Fisher. I'm gonna patch you through direct. Hold on.
Stay calm. This'll just take a sec.
Okay.
All right, Fisher. Go ahead.
I've got someone who wants to talk to you.
Roger. Ask him where they took John.
Where did you take John?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not answering. Should I kill him?
Negative.
All right. They say I should kill you, so...
Wait, okay. John, we moved him to a cyber cafe just off the fish market by the river.
Is that what you needed to know, guys?
Affirmative. Thanks a lot, sir. We owe you one.
Welcome to the team. You want to tell me what's going on, Lambert?
Sorry, Fisher, but you're getting too old for this kind of work.
Stop listening to her. If you go by her definition of old, you need to issue diapers with every set of goggles.
If I listen to you much longer, it'll be adult undergarments.
That was cruel.
Good thinking, Fisher. Shut down those propaganda broadcasts and our boys will be in better spirits.
Our boys. I'm just doing it because it's annoying.
Alright, so there you go. You saw we got that one objective out of the way for interrogation. And we also did another one there, our secondary objective, which is to take out those propaganda speakers, which I am more than happy to do, because they're really loud and pretty annoying. So I think there's 3 of them in total. And,
Sam, a Predator drone just spotted a mobile command center in the area up ahead. See if you can tap it for intelligence.
You don't want me to take it out?
No, we could have done that with the Predator.
alright, so, there we go. We also have another objective there, tap the mobile command center. And, as far as that first objective, first secondary objective, taking out the propagandas, there's only 3, and the other 2 are actually in this area. And this area can sometimes be a little bit complicated, so I recommend a quick save. Alright, there we go. We're all quick saved up, and now we're just going to head upwards, get the high ground here. And there's this guy that's kind of up here with us. And what I like to do is take this guy out, non-lethally, of course. Oh, he's coming this way. I think he's a little bit, too close. I don't want him to see us. That was actually really close. But, this dude's got the high ground, and we're going to be moving around down there here in a minute. So, it's probably wise to take this guy out, just, strangle him to death. Or not to death, but close to it. And then, you won't have to worry about him seeing you later. Also, since he's up here, no one else is going to see him, unconscious up here, so you don't have to worry about that. We can also interrogate him if we want. He has a little bit of information about the mobile command center, nothing important, though.
What's with the truck?
Oh, damn! It's a mobile command center for battlefield management.
It's tied into the NKA central networks.
Yeah,
I bet a curious guy could get a lot of useful intelligence out of one of those.
you didn't hear it from me.
Alright, so there you go. We didn't hear it from him, but there is pretty good information we can be getting from those mobile command centers. And you see here, there's a pole here. I like to climb this pole, and you can actually zip line all the way right on top to the mobile command center, which is pretty useful. I like that. And then from here, we only have 2 guards left in this area. One that's right there in the command center, and then this guy that likes to patrol a little bit. This guy will usually patrol the whole area, but he does take his time. He's kind of slow. And then there's this guy in the command center. He usually goes back and forth from in and out of the command center, but you know, they're kind of not moving right now, so maybe a distraction's in order. Let's see, maybe I don't know, like a sticky cam there. Maybe that'll get their attention a little bit, because they don't. Yeah, they don't seem to be moving. That's also pretty cool. We can see us on top of there. That's pretty great. So yeah, they're gonna go and check that out probably, and then while they're doing that, we'll go ahead and run in here to the command center and upload the trace.
Good job, Sam. With an inside line on the NKA's command network, we should be able to funnel useful intelligence to the regs.
Always happy to lend a hand.
Alright, there you go. We got the trace there. And then here's our other propaganda. This should be our second one.
Good job, Sam. There's only one more propaganda broadcast set up in your area.
Alright, like Lambert said, there's only one more left. So 2 down, 1 more to go. We just need to be getting around these guys now, which isn't too difficult, but they do patrol, so you gotta kind of watch out for that. This guy sometimes patrols way faster than he should. Most of the time he'll go outside, and on the other side of the command center is this little panel, and he'll fiddle with that. Sometimes he doesn't fiddle with it though, and he just kind of like moves very quickly from the panel to inside the truck, so you gotta watch out for that. See, he's not fiddling with the panel like he usually does, so you gotta watch out for that. But let's wait for him to kind of go into the command center, and once he goes in, we're gonna make a dash over this way, and then from up there we can climb this ladder. I can hear a mine. You can kind of hear a mine going off right there, like beeping. I don't actually know where that mine is, and I guess it doesn't really matter. It might be right there somewhere. I never was able to find it, but it's not ever in your way, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm actually climbing down the ladder on accident. But yeah, be sure to get this one. This is the most trickiest one. You wouldn't think they put one right here, but this is our last propaganda speaker.
Way to go, Fisher. That's the last of their propaganda stations in this area.
Thank God. Starting to lose my mind.
So there you go. We got all the propagandas. That's one objective down. So now we just need to head through these vents and down a ladder. Be sure to go down the ladder. It doesn't look like that far down, but if you try and drop down, it will do damage. It's a lot farther than it looks, actually. Also, I would recommend a quick save here just to be safe, because we're kind of moving into the next area. Alright, now let's just open this hatch that was conveniently placed here and go down this ladder.
Fisher, those are the main servers for the National Data Trunk. Every bit of data that moves through here gets tagged in transit.
It's smaller than I thought.
And getting smaller every year. Listen, you need to recover the main drive so I can see if the attack that launched the missile came from somewhere else first.
Alright, so let's go ahead and check this computer out. I don't think there's ever anything on the computer, so you don't have to worry about that. I was just checking to be safe. And let's get the drives.
Good. Now get that drive up to the roof and we'll transmit it to the EA6B.
Why can't you just read it from here?
And if the DPRK intercepts it...
Then this mission is a waste of time.
Alright, so as you saw there, they breached the door. They were trying to get in here too. But what I like to do, they'll come in here, and then you can just like sneak by them right through that slot right there. We'll go through this way and go right on by them while they go in there. No big deal. And then, you know, move kind of quickly here to get up the stairs before they decide to turn around, because they will turn around. And then we'll head this way. And there is this guy on patrol here. But you don't have to worry about him too much. We're just going to wait right here for him to go by us. Does have the flashlight, but not a big deal. Yeah, he doesn't even look in this little crease right here, whatever this is. And then we'll go right on by him, and there's the elevator. We need to get to the roof. But you can kind of hear that the elevator is making its way down, so we need to be hiding in here, because there's going to be some guards getting off that elevator. So we're going to wait for them guards to get out of the way, and then we'll be taking the elevator for ourselves. So it was pretty nice of them to, you know, bring it down here for us. Also, there's a health pack in here, should you need that, but, you know, as long as you got the face paint on, I think you're okay. I love that it has the face paint. Like, what's that for, actually? It looks pretty sweet, though. I like it. It goes kind of well with our night vision goggles. So this dude should go that way, and he shouldn't be making his way back anytime soon. And then there's this other guy that kind of stays and guards the elevator, but we'll just sneak our way by him, no big deal. And then there you go. It's amazing he didn't actually notice us, though. These guys have no peripheral.
Next stop, top
Once I transmit the data, I'm on to extraction.
That's the plan. If we can confirm the LZ is safe, we'll extract you directly from the rooftop.
And if it's not safe? Lambert, I'm in position.
Ironman, this is Moondog. Begin transmission now. Weird. Did the laser trip back? Eject! Eject! We gotta dump this data!
Lambert, we have a problem.
Fisher, the plane went down before they could purge the data. We need to get to the wreckage and make sure the North Koreans don't recover it.
NK regulars are setting up portable radar reconnaissance receivers. See if you can take them all out. Sam, it would be helpful if you could recover the technical specifications on these new North Korean UAVs.
You bet.
Alright, so here we are in the second part of the Soul mission. It's a two-parter.
Good job, Sam. RF monitoring indicates at least 4 more P3Rs active in your AO.
Alright, so there you go. As you can see, we have been introduced to something new here. That's a little drone. And what you can do to really deal with these, there's not much you can do to them otherwise, but you can just deactivate them with your pistol. It goes red for some reason, but it's still working, because as you can see, it's not moving anymore. And this is a pretty big roof, but there's actually nothing else to be doing on this roof. So we're already ready to go. There is that one secondary objective we got there, the portable radar system. So now we're ready to get out of here. We just need to be watching out for this guard who's on patrol. I just like to keep deactivating this thing. That way you don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm trying to watch out for this guard too. You don't want him to see you. Because what we're actually aiming for is that zip line right there. We're going to be taking that zip line to get off this roof. So what we need to do is make sure that this guard doesn't see us do that. And maybe like a little sticky cam action wouldn't be bad to get his attention. Except for he doesn't seem to hear it. But, you know, see this thing, it stays deactivated for a pretty good bit of time. You usually don't have to worry about it too much. So we're just going to wait for this guy to get out of the way. Once he does that, you know, we'll be taking that zip line. So we can go ahead and use this time to check out our goals, see our optionals. We got to get information about the UAVs and disable the portable radar systems, which we already took care of one of those. We took care of our secondary objective, which is tap the mobile command centers, and I think that's going to be our last secondary objective, so we don't have to worry about that too much. So let's see, where'd this guy go? I can still see him there. This guy can be kind of a pain sometimes. You know, you got to wait for him to get out of the way. He patrols the whole roof. It's kind of almost coincidence that he'd look right here at this exact time for us. So let's see. Let's head down here and take the zip line across, and we should be okay. He shouldn't see us. We'll just head around the side of this. And this is another part where you got to watch out for those wall mines that are around. And we're just going to do the same thing we did before with the wall mines. Just make sure you move very slowly and deactivate them. See, there's one right there. So let's move slowly right here. Make sure you move extra super slow. You do not want to get blown up by that. And there you go. We got that out of the way. So now let's climb this pole. Because you can't, I don't think you can make that jump. You have to climb this pole. As you can see, there's like a little drop there into an alleyway. So you got to watch out for that. So head down from here. There's like 3 guards and a UAV in this area, so you got to watch out for that. Just gonna head over onto this roof. I think there's two of the guards talking right there. Let's kind of slide through in between the wall and the air conditioner. And there's another one of the portable things. And you can scan these and hack them from afar, so that's pretty good. And there you go. That's the second one down. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head how many there is. I do know there is a UAV in this area, so you gotta watch out for that. I don't hear it right now, nor do I see it. Oh, there it is. So let's just keep moving this way. We gotta pick this lock, but it should be okay. Probably help to take off the night vision goggles. If you're fast enough, you can usually just get in behind that guy, and you wouldn't never have to pick this lock. So, but we had to, and it's okay. Now we'll just move this way, because that guard went to the left, so we'll go to the right. I think he always goes to the left, so you don't have to worry about that. And then here's our second room, and I would probably recommend a quick save right here. This next part can be somewhat tricky. So don't be afraid to abuse those quick saves, because, like I said, this is the longest level we've encountered so far. Maybe even the longest level in the game, to be honest. I thought that drone saw us, but it didn't, so that's good. So, yeah, you gotta watch out for that. And as you can see, there's another one of those radars right there. We're not gonna hack it just yet. We're gonna be trying to head around to the side here. It's actually a guard that starts coming this way, and you want to watch out for him first. So make sure you're kind of in the darkness right here.
Sam, we have RF confirmation that there are only 2 P3Rs left in your area.
So there you go. There's only 2 radar systems left. Just make sure you watch out for that guard on that one. And we'll make our way around him for the Predator drone decides to come back, because it kind of goes down in between the 2 buildings that were a little bit farther down. So you don't have to worry about that. Now we have to be... Oh, yeah, I sometimes do that. For some reason, he doesn't like to grab the piece of wood all the time. You can kind of fall. And we took a little bit of damage, not a lot. See, he didn't grab it that time either. But you don't want to go all the way down yet. As you can see, there's 2 guards down here. Turn on electromagnetic vision. You can see something big there. That's actually a bomb. And these guys are actually kind of pathetic. Like I said, he wanted his mommy. They're super scared about it. And it is scary, but if it hasn't gone off yet, you're probably okay, right? So these 2 guys are going to talk about it for a minute. Make sure you don't jump down just yet. This dude likes to turn around and look at it for one last time. And now we can jump down. And this is actually where we're going to find information on the UAVs, which is our other optional objectives. You can see here, it's a little computer. And you can just kind of scan and hack it through the in between this guy's body and arm.
Whoa, good grab, Sam. Looks like the complete technical specifications on North Korean UAVs.
So what, we can just switch them all off now?
Ha, no. But we can pass it up the chain and inside of a few months find ways to disable them.
Well, that's not much help to me, then, is it?
Sam is very upset about those UAV things. So, that dude totally shot that guy to death. You don't have to worry about it too much. He's not shooting at you. He doesn't see us, but he can if you move any quicker or if you go any farther and don't deactivate this light. If you don't deactivate that light, he can actually see you pretty easily, so you want to watch out for that. So he'll usually go in there somewhere, move around a little bit. Once he does that, we'll just move around to this side and get on the other side of him.
We have multiple reports of more active armor in your immediate AO.
Great.
So, more active armor. I think he's meaning like troops and vehicles and stuff like that. So, you definitely want to watch out for that. There's also a landmine in this area. You can see it on the wall. Want to watch out for that too. I would recommend this is a good opportunity to quick save. And as you can see, we are definitely abusing those quick saves. Pretty much every other area we're kind of using a quick save. There was another one of those little wall advertisements. I'm not sure what those are that give off a lot of light. I always recommend shooting those because they give off a lot of light, like I said. You want to not have to deal with that. So we just need to be making our way around these 2 guys that are in combat with some other guys down the street. You gotta wait for this guy right here pretty much to get out of the way, and then we're gonna be heading around to the back side of this truck. Anytime now. We're just kind of waiting on this guy. He's got a pretty sweet looking gun though. I can't really tell what it is with the night vision. Night vision's not that good. But yeah, I don't think you can get around any other way. You pretty much have to wait for this guy to get out of the way. Yeah, okay, there he goes. He did. Now we'll just make a run for it. Around the back. You don't have to worry about noise too much because they're not paying attention. And now there's another ladder right here we can take, get some high ground. You don't have to worry about that wall light. So you don't have to shoot every wall light, just most of them. See, here's another one right here. I would recommend shooting this one. There you go. That's a lot of light for us because we're going to be heading over in that area here in a minute. You can see there's a little zip line right here. We'll take the zip line. And they would be able to see you if you didn't take out that light. I'll also introduce you something new here. As you can see, there's a tank down there. And that's definitely dangerous. The tank has pretty good vision. It doesn't work in tangent with the guy that's kind of popped out the top. That guy's not in control of the tank. So this guy can't see you anywhere near as well as the tank can. So you gotta watch out for that. So I'm gonna drop down right here, and we are getting a little bit of light. Should be okay. See, the tank revved up there. He can still see you even though you're in the dark. So you kind of have to wait for him to not be looking in your direction. So you might have heard it there. He kind of revved up and started aiming at me. That doesn't count towards the stealth or anything like that. See, now he's not aiming at us, and we'll head around the side of him. It's also really loud. The tank's super loud. But yeah, you gotta watch out for that tank. He can always see you in the dark. So you gotta watch out for that. And now we'll head up around the side. But yeah, even if the tank sees you and starts shooting at you, it doesn't count towards your total stealth thing. But I would definitely recommend not getting shot by the tank, because it's pretty much instant death. So here's another one of the radar terminals. Kind of stuck on that pole right there. Gotta go around it, not through it.
One more P3R to go, Fisher.
Oh, fine.
There was also some ammo there for, I think, shotgun shells, should you need it. I mean, I guess we can take it, but I doubt we're... Oh no, it's 20 millimeter. So I think that's ammo for our gun or something? I'm not sure. Definitely one of the guns. I'm almost positive of it. I might be able to check. No, those gas grenade rounds. Yeah, I'm not sure. Get those sticky shockers out. They always make me feel safe. Just want to head through this way. Little hole in the ground here. And it's a lot quieter in here. I like that a lot. Now we're back out here. So what I like to do is take out this light too.
What's wrong with the lights?
See, they'll notice it there because, you know, there's no other guards around. But yeah, there is a drone around. You got to watch out for that drone. I'd also recommend taking out this light. Alright, now any more lights than that and they'll probably start getting a little bit aggravated with you. But those two lights give off a lot of light, so you got to watch out for that. Make sure you kind of take them out. We can do a little bit of jump there, a little platforming over this awning. And there's a guy down here. We're pretty much going to drop down and go around him. I'm not too worried about him. The only thing I'm really worried about is the drone, but it's got a very predictable path that it takes. So we should be able to avoid it. We're just going to stop right here, though, and wait for it to keep going to the left. Once it does that, it should be okay. And there's another portable thing here, and I don't think you need anything in it. I don't think there's anything in it. Because I don't think, if we check our objectives, I don't think there's anything that requires us to use it. But we'll go ahead and we'll check it. I don't think there's anything in here, though.
Good job, Sam. Never hurts to have another line into the NKA command network.
Oh, okay. Maybe we did need to. I thought we were done with the mobile command centers, but maybe we are now. Because I thought one of our objectives was to tap it, and we already tapped it, so we didn't have to worry about it. So we're going to watch out for this drone. Once it kind of gets out of the way, we'll be making our way around down this alley, which is where we want to be. Shooting out those lights usually gets these guards' attention, and they'll stay there. Otherwise, they would be patrolling this area, making it a little bit harder to have to dodge them and the drone. But luckily, we didn't have to do that. So this is a pretty difficult area, and you'll see here in a minute. You might be able to hear why it's difficult in the background. There is a tank. So I would recommend another quick save. We were just wearing that out. Alright, so here we are in this area. This is the final area in the level, and this is also the hardest area in the level. For a few reasons. Number one, this light here flickers on and off, and there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. You can't shoot it and you can't deactivate it. Second reason is this big boy over here, the tank, which has a pretty good range of vision, and also it can see in the dark for somehow. I'm not sure how it does that. So between these two things, it can be kind of hard to make your way around in this area, because you're going to have to be going in between this plane and the alleyway.
The plane is too badly damaged to recover the data. You'll need to fall back and designate the target for an airstrike. Use the structure down the street for your platform.
Let me get the pilots to safety first.
We don't have a lot of time, Sam. An NKA recovery team is en route.
Are you ordering me to leave these guys here and call in an airstrike?
I'm telling you what the objective is. Trusting you to complete it. You have your orders. Fisher, if you compromise this mission for those men...
Save it. You gave me my orders already.
Alright, so there you go. We were able to make it past the tank there. It was just kind of convenient.
All right, Fisher. Good job. You should be safe from the blast here. Designate the wreckage with your EEV from the roof.
So yeah, we kind of got lucky on that one. The guard was not looking in this direction. Also, the light was off and the tank was aiming up. The best way to get by the tank is when he's kind of aiming upwards, because I guess he's kind of looking up at the buildings when he's doing that. You definitely don't want to be moving the guards when he's aiming downward. If you don't have a guard, you can sometimes move when he's aiming downward. He kind of actually was aiming at us right there. He was pulling to aim at us. But you can move a lot quicker without a guard in your hand, so...
Sam, you need to designate the...
No point in rescuing one and leaving the other.
Alright, so now we just need to get this other one out of here. And something happens here after you pick up this guard. One of the guards, so you can kind of see him there. He moved a little bit. He moves up.
You don't even exist, Fisher. You can't get a medal for this.
Medals don't help me sleep at night, Lambert.
But yeah, see, one of the guards moved up to kind of guard the alleyway. And there's nothing you can really do about this, so you're going to have to kind of take this guy out if you're going to rescue the other guy. What I like to do is just whistle. That'll kind of get his attention. He'll come over this way. When he does that, we'll take him out with a sticky shocker, non-lethal, and then we'll just move his body. That way no one finds him later. So here we go. We'll take this guy out. You shouldn't have to worry about any of the other guards right now. They don't. Only this guy moves up. He's kind of like a lone wolf guy, I guess. You want to make sure the plane didn't move or go anywhere. So we'll put this guy down right here. Nobody should find him here. And we'll head around the back, do a sweet action roll, pick up the other pilot, and try and get him out of here without the tank seeing and killing us. So here's where the pilot. We left him in a pretty awkward position, but it's okay. He's asleep. He'll never know what happened. So we just need to be getting by the light and the tank, and then from there it should be kind of home free. So let's see. The tank is aiming downward, so you'll make sure you don't go right now. Also, don't go with the light on, because there is another guard I want to say around that can see us. The guy in the tank can also see us, so you gotta watch out. Oh, he's starting to aim down as we move. You want to make sure you be extra safe here. It might even be wise to quick save, but I'm gonna put faith in us. I'm gonna have faith that we're gonna get through this. So he's aiming down in the opposite direction. And the light turned off, and we should be good to go. See, there was that other guard crouched down right there. You gotta watch out for.
All right, the pilots are safe. Now take out that plane.
With pleasure.
All right, so now the pilots are safe. All we need to do now is take out the plane. So, you know, you could use that. There's a ladder right there you could use to get up, because we need to be getting up to where that blue light is to designate the plane for airstrike. But what we want to do is actually be heading back this way where we knocked this guy out, or we already knocked him out, where we stashed his body. You can climb this pole, and at the top of this pole is going to be our last radar system. I don't know how it got up here or who put it here, but here it is.
Way to go, Sam. With those P3Rs out of commission, it'll be a lot safer to extract you.
Wow, you mean you're actually planning to get me out of here alive one day?
Alright, so now we just need to get out of here. What I like to do is take out the two lights that are around in this area before we use that zip line to get across right there. See, there's one down. There's another one right around this corner right here. Take that out, and we're pretty much home free. Now we just need to use zip line to get across, and I don't think the tank can see us from this high up, even though he does aim high at some points. But we should be pretty much home free. Just need to get up here to designate that area.
All right, Fisher. We have an F-117 inbound. Stand by.
Roger, target is painted.
Hello there, Paperboy. This is Postman. We have your glare. Stay on target.
Affirmative, Postman.
And there you go, Paperboy. The package is in the mail.
Firm visual on the package, Postman.
Have a better one. Postman out.
So there you go. That's the end of the Soul mission. Pretty long mission. Pretty difficult too. UAVs and tanks, definitely bump up the difficulty meter a little bit. Got completed across the board, which is good. The secondary objective wasn't too hard, but these optional objectives were kind of hard. Finding the information on the UAV I thought was kind of hard because you don't know exactly where that would be, and it just happened to be in that kitchen that dude was, looking at the bomb in with his friend and stuff like that. You might not know to use that computer, scan and hack it. Rescuing the pilots is probably the hardest thing they have to do in the level, mainly because between the tank being able to see in the dark and the light flickering so that the other guards can see you. It's kind of a hard thing to work around. But we did manage to get 100%. We had to knock out 3 guys, but it's okay. As long as no one found the bodies, we're okay. And no one found the bodies, so we're okay. But it's weird. We didn't get any kills. We did leave that one guy there. Like we tased him there at the end under the plane, and then moved him behind the dumpster, which was right beside the plane where the plane got destroyed. So we pretty much got an assisted kill there because we designated the target area. Kind of got him killed, but it doesn't count. It's okay. But other than that, there you go. That was the Soul mission. It's fun, and as long as you use quick saves, you can maybe avoid some frustration on having to restart the level from scratch. But there you go. That was the level. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.